long red ribbon slipped from Emily's trembling fingers as she stared at the small black box in her hands. Her blue eyes shimmered with a mix of fear and curiosity. The atmosphere in her room had shifted. Thick, heavy, wrong, despite the morning sunlight seeping weakly through the thin curtains, her breath caught. Slowly, she opened the box. It creaked. Emily gasped, her eyes widening. Wait, what a phone pack, she blinked, confusion knitting her brows as she removed the white envelope resting on top of it. Her heart began to pound, fast, violent. That's impossible. Her fingers tightened around the box. Unsure what to think, she quickly dropped it onto her reading table and grabbed the phone. Her lips parted in shock. It was her phone, the same one that ghastly creature had smashed into pieces in Blackwood. And now it was here. What the fuck? Her fingers trembled as they brushed across the screen. She powered it on. Everything was intact. Her Minnie Mouse wallpaper, all her contacts, not a single crack. This cannot be. She shook her head, letting out a hollow, humorless laugh. That phone had been shredded, obliterated. She remembered it clearly, so who the fuck brought this into her room? Emily's mind raced, scrambling for answers. None came. With a shaky breath, she placed the phone beside her laptop and snatched up the envelope. Her hands worked quickly, impatiently tearing it open. Inside, no handwriting, just a single bloodied fingerprint smeared across the paper. Emily froze. Her hands hovered midair, the sheet trembling between her fingers. Her room didn't feel like her room anymore. The air had thickened. Suffocating, watching, she wasn't alone. A cold dread crept up her spine. Suddenly, she spun around. Her wide eyes scanned the room frantically. Then they landed on something near the huge teddy bear, wedged between the pillows. Her breath hitched. Wait, my glasses. A chill ripped through her. No, this can't be. Her voice came out thin, barely audible. She rubbed her eyes hard, as if reality itself might correct. But it didn't. Saturday night, 10:30 p.m. Duvet pulled up to her neck. Emily lay stiffly on her bed, staring at the ceiling in her dimly lit room. Her grip tightened around the sheets. Should she go back into Blackwood tonight, return before morning, just like last night? Her heart thudded painfully. She needed to find Dracula. What if he was the one who destroyed that ghastly monster in the old house? Back then, she'd been trapped in darkness, blind, helpless. She hadn't seen what happened, but something powerful, something not human. And it hadn't just saved her. It brought her a new phone, restored her glasses, her breath quickened. Could this be a sign? Emily shot upright. For a moment, she just stared into space, her thoughts spiraling. Then she dragged her fingers through her blonde coils and let out a frustrated sigh. Who was that being? Could it really be Count Dracula? In one swift motion, she grabbed her phone from the bedside table. 10:45, she exhaled sharply. Her mind flashed, fresh blood smeared across the walls, the swarm of bats, her stomach twisted violently. Damn it, she muttered. She opened her contacts. Her thumb hovered over June's name, then she tossed the phone onto the bed. She won't believe me. The morning shower did nothing to erase the dark circles under her eyes, evidence of a sleepless night. Dressed in a hoodie and pants, Emily grabbed her phone, typed a quick message, and slipped it into her pocket. Standing before the mirror, she applied oil to her blonde coils, her thoughts drifting. Then, a figure. Just for a split second, her breath caught. She blinked sharply, her eyes darting around the room. Nothing. Gone. Her hands slowly dropped to her sides, her body stiffening, her eyes widened. Why are you so dressed up, Emily? Rosa said as Emily came down the stairs. Rosa was arranging dishes on the dining table. Have somewhere to go? Probably, Emily shrugged. Morning, Mom. Soon, her two younger siblings rushed in, laughing and chattering as they circled the table. Emily stared at them, unimpressed, rolled her eyes. Easy young girls, Rosa said, setting down a jug of hot water. Assholes, Emily muttered under her breath as she sat. It's the weekend, Emily. I know, Mom, she cut in sharply. And I'll help them with their homework when I get back. Rosa wiped her hands on her apron, studying her. You've changed since you turned 16. That's growth, Mother, Emily shot back. Rosa sighed. Growth involves maturity, not insanity, young lady. Her voice faded as she walked into the kitchen. Fuck you, Emily muttered. Her phone chimed. Immediately, she dropped her spoon and wiped her mouth with a napkin. So, where are you going? Rosa asked as Emily pushed her chair back. Out, Emily replied flatly. You're going out. Mr. Halls asked, his mouth full of French fries. Honey, Rosa murmured, placing a hand on his arm, silencing him with a look. Just hanging out with friends, Emily lied, scratching the back of her neck. As she stepped out the door, her parents exchanged glances. Teenagers with attitude, Mr. Halls muttered. A strange wave of unease crept into Emily as the car turned onto a long, empty road. Towering trees rose on both sides, thick and suffocating, their branches tangling overhead like claws. Blackwood, she was here again. Despite everything that had happened on Friday night, despite the horror, the daylight did nothing to ease the dread. If anything, it made it worse. Because now she could see just how deep the woods stretched, how dark it truly was, how easily something could be hiding within it, watching, waiting. The stories echoed in her mind, whispers that Dracula still hung on a cross deep within the forest, rotting, endless. Forgotten, Emily swallowed hard and kept going toward it.